All right, everyone, welcome to the Budgie Smugglers podcast. Yeah, woo! I am comedian Stephen Bradshaw. Very excited for today's episode. We've got a ton of NBA, we've got some golf, we've got AFLW, we got the mess that was F1 Qatar last night, and a bunch more. Josh Giddey, start of the week, as always. Dooley's top 5, the power rankings. Loaded episode today. And to my right is an empty chair because I booked the studio at the wrong time because I was in Perth and I don't know how clocks work. But to my right is now comedian, former MMA fighter, former Richmond VFL player, former Coburg VFL player, former Coburg Giant power forward, the legendary, the other half of the Budgie Smugglers. Give it up for Jeremy Dooley.
Hey, we did. We're here. We made it.
Sorry about that, Dools. So if while you get set up, I was in Perth and I said, I'll book us in for 10:30, which of course in Melbourne time is 1:30. So thank you for hustling down here to meet. I didn't realise till I got to the studio because I'm an idiot. Here's some other examples about how I'm an idiot. I have 5 times this year left my phone in an Uber, which is just because I'm an idiot. What else? What other dumb stuff have I? There's just loads. There's too many to. The dumbest thing I've done this year, I don't know if I've told this story on the pod. I may have. Apologies if I have. Was when I was in Bali. And this is, again, maybe I'm number dyslexic, but I ordered a $30 bottle of champagne. But because I'm an idiot, it turns out it was a $300 bottle of champagne. So that one stung a little bit. What dumb stuff have you done this year, Dools, other than start a podcast with me?
What dumb stuff? You know when you're not feeling well?
Yes.
And you think, you know what? I'm going to just see the limits of what my body can handle at the moment. I did that on the weekend.
Yes.
I was not feeling well, and then I ordered a large milkshake.
Ooh, that's a risky proposition.
I tell you, the body 1, Dools 0.
Oh, rough. I heard on a show last night that sometimes cravings are your body's way of telling you that you need something, particularly when you're sick or ill.
I did not need that milkshake.
Okay. Very good. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks. I've been over in Perth.
Forever. How was it? How are you? What's been happening?
Perth was great. I think I covered most of it last week. Then we went away for a few days for a bit of rest and relaxation.
How was Margaret River?
Margaret River was fine. It was not the best time of year to go, just in terms of the weather didn't hold out for us. So the weather in Perth was beautiful the whole time we were there, but then it was kind of rainy and drizzly.
Schoolies?
So.
Was it schoolies? Were you there for schoolies?
I think so, but it's not a big schoolies town, I don't think. Maybe we missed the brunt of it, but it wasn't like hectic schoolies people everywhere. There were some fresh faces walking about, but nothing that I collided with too much. And then, of course, got back on Friday. What about yourself? What have you been up to, Dools?
Yeah, look, I was a little bit crook last week, so I had to cancel a show.
Oh, no.
Which was not
very rare,
ideal, but it was one of the day shows, and so it's like I can't be sick with
kids.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So cancelled that, and I'm still not 100%, and I have another one of those shows on Wednesday, so we'll just see
how you feel,
how we go. I did push the issue, so I still did a couple of shows. So I was out in Elstonwick.
Yes.
And at that point, it was on Tuesday night, Elstonwick at Antique Bar or something like that. Got to close out that show. And at that point, I was like, I think I'm over the worst of it. Got up there, did all new material and had a great set. It was great. And then I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I'm fine here. I did Cooper's on Friday night. And then from that point on, everything went back downhill again. So like the week it's been a bit of a roller coaster. Saturday night, I hopped up on stage at Cooper's and I had already sweated through my t-shirt. I had a jacket on over the top, and then that was like Yeah, it was not good. Not good.
Sorry to hear that, mate.
So it's not
never
ideal.
good, and it's not good in any industry, but it does make our job a lot tougher to be up and excited when you're not feeling 100%.
Oh, I reckon I hallucinated on stage on Saturday night because I had this like out of body experience where I was like, oh, there's people in the room. Like it was very, very surreal. But they still laughed at most of the right points. Saturday it ended rough.
Oh, really?
It didn't
Where
end
was
on
that day? Is that
Cooper's?
Yep.
Yeah. So the set was actually really good and really strong. And then I was like, I'll just say one more line and just see. And I was like, shouldn't have said that extra line.
Yes. That's
Weird way to wrap up, but that's all right. We live and we learn. And I am learning to maybe listen to my body every now and then.
Yeah. That can happen.
What was the aeroplane food situation for you guys?
It was a red-eye flight, so I bought a bag of M&Ms.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't eat them.
Were they finished before? You didn't eat them?
No, they just kind of, because it was late.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want M&Ms.
Oh,
yeah.
I would have eaten them before the plane took off.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
So nothing. I just tried to get some sleep, which I didn't really.
Yeah.
But all
Fun
good.
Times. Fun times. Tell you what, lots happened.
Happened.
Not a lot of stuff in the comments because it wasn't a very clip-heavy.
Yeah, thank you for anyone that stuck through and listened to last week's episode all the way through. Apologies, wasn't the best audio, but I think we covered a lot of stuff. But
we've had a few tech issues. I did have a couple of people slide into my DMs, which maybe I need to work on things apparently. So,
okay, this is good.
Nate. Do you even like football?
That is, you went on an epic rant.
I did go on a bit of a rant about the things I don't like about the AFL, and that was also followed up by Chloe being like, do you even like sport? Every week you literally just bitch and moan. My God.
Wow, getting some hard, honest feedback in the DMs.
Getting some hate. And then I had Billy 5'4". I wonder if that's because Billy, I'm assuming it's a he, one of those you can't tell. Like I don't follow them. And it's a picture. I'm assuming it's a he because it's a profile picture of a boat.
Okay, yeah, that's very.
Yeah.
But shouldn't be presumptuous, but excuse male.
Do you think the 54 in Billy 54, do you think that's the year they were born in or their age when they started Instagram, which feels odd? Like
maybe the number on their racing boat when they're doing the Southern 80. He sounds like someone that does a Southern 80.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Billy, whatever your persuasion and whatever the number actually represents, you understand me, and that means that you are an intelligent individual, because Billy said, I wholeheartedly agree with all of your points. Make AFL great again.
There you go.
Marga.
Interesting. I think it was in those comments, I think it was pretty 50-50. Same as we were. You were very, when we're talking about maybe the wild card round, I think was the last big one as well. You were anti everything and I was pro it. And I think our comment section reflected that as well.
Yep, absolutely. Did you get any audience questions in WA?
I certainly did, but all stuff that we've already covered. You know, how do you get your material? What's it like? When did you start?
Yep.
Yeah, yourself?
Actually, so at one of the gigs on the weekend, there's a comedian who's just moved to Australia.
Okay. Where from?
From New Zealand.
Okay, yep.
Where they have been at it for 7 or 8 years.
Yep.
So, quite experienced now and getting out there. And they asked me, what advice would you have for someone who is established stepping into the Australian, specifically Melbourne, but they did have plans to travel around? Like, what advice would you give them? Because it's different from when an open micer, like a total beginner's like, hey, I'm just starting, what do I do? But it's like, if you've been at it for 7 or 8 years, in theory, you should be pretty good by that point.
Yeah, I mean, they were on Coopers, and I assume they were good.
No, they were just there to watch. They were fresh. They were so fresh in, so they were just getting out and I think either where they're renting or their accommodation was in the CBD, so they were just getting around the shows. They'd been to Republic the night before and stuff like that. So,
well, I think if you are established, I think you try and avoid the open mic scene to get labelled with that Melbourne open mic. Really, you just got to try and smuggle your way onto the semi-pro or pro rooms, and then everyone will see that, oh, this person must be good because they've done this and they've worked with that person and that kind of thing. There's a lot of experienced New Zealand comics over here that are making moves, or someone like a Tony Lyle from New Zealand. He manages to get a bunch of great spots. So I would lean into your New Zealandness, speak to other Kiwis that have come over and done well, and go from there, I reckon. What was your advice?
Yeah, look, this comedian gave a list of all the rooms. It was myself and David Rose were there at this point, just waiting for the show to sort of kick in. And that had a list of rooms that they wanted to go and speak to the room runners and check out the rooms and blah, blah, blah. And look, a lot of the rooms are pretty good with being like, oh, yeah, cool, you're a comedian, or you're dropping in from another country, or you're just new here. Come on in. But then there are some rooms that don't like that
at all, and you're blackballed straight away.
Exactly. And so, we just sort of said, look, maybe, because they said we're going to go to this room next, and we're like, hold your horses. Maybe don't do that, because that, so I think that idea of coming in and just speaking to some of the comedians who are a bit more established and finding out the lay of the land is a smart way to do things, instead of just sort of cannonballing into the pool and being like, I'm here, give me everything, because that can rub people the wrong way and make it a bit needlessly difficult for you. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you're easy to work with and funny, like it'll
sort itself out. Just someone like a Sean Collier, very funny, was in a similar situation. He basically had to start from the bottom, but very quickly moved his way onto the good shows because he's great.
Yeah. I had another question from the gig on Tuesday night. When was I feeling all right? Tuesday night in Elstonwick. And it was about sport.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we don't often normally people will talk to us about comedy, but this is someone who, like, I think an honorary smuggler. I'm not sure. I don't remember their name. I think it was Grant.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Thank you, Grant.
They asked, they would love to hear our personal, like, we were there witnessing sporting, like, favorite sporting moments.
Easy. The best event I've ever been of any type of event, whether it's sport, music, whatever. I was at in Perth for UFC, whatever, for Alexander the Great Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev, #1. What a day. Electric. Like hair standing. It was the loudest I've ever heard. The most I've ever felt a whole crowd get behind one individual. That was the best sporting moment ever. Sadly, that I've witnessed in person. Sadly, Volk did not win. And then obviously, as like a St Kilda supporter, there hasn't really been anything good that I've ever been to. What about yourself, Dools?
And kind of off that, actually, there's three that really spring to mind.
Okay.
So the first one, I was at the UFC in Las Vegas. It was like fight week, July 4th weekend, and July 4th weekend at a Vegas pay-per-view, they go all extra. Like it is the most like UFC of UFC events, and Anderson Silva lost his title on that fight card to Chris Weidman.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And I was there for it, and I remember being there, and I'm a huge Anderson Silva fan.
The leg break?
No, that was the rematch.
Okay, got it.
But this one, everyone thought that Anderson Silva had like thrown the fight and took a dive, because he was kind of just taking the piss the whole time, and then just like. He barely got clipped, and then that was it.
I remember.
A big punch on afterwards in the audience. So that was number one. When Richmond broke the drought.
Were you there?
2017, I was there in the stands.
Wow.
I was living in Sydney at the time, managed to scam my way into getting a ticket, flew down for it. And it was a great weekend. The night before, I'd seen one of my favourite bands at the drive-in.
Love At the Drive-In.
And that was awesome. And then the next night... the next day, Richmond. I remember this Like, growing up a Richmond fan, we were very good at losing very winnable games and losing games when we're, 4 or 5 goals in front. So it was never really comfortable. And there was this moment in the last quarter where we're up by like 10 goals at this point. And I just turned and looked around, and there was like the moment where everyone was crying. Everyone was like couldn't believe it. So that was one. And then when the Melbourne Kmart Tigers beat the Southeast Melbourne Magic, I think it was 1997, the Magic had beaten the Tigers the year before, and it was a pantsing the year before, and we stuck it right up them and we won.
Who, Southeast Melbourne Magic, Tony Ronaldson?
Yeah, Tony Ronaldson with his long neck and fat ass was there.
Yep.
Chris Anstey, John Dorge, Mike Kelly. Ugh.
Chris Anstey was playing for Magic, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So you had a
big
whole
comedy fan. I've bombed in front of Chris Anstey.
Oh, that's nice.
Multiple times.
Times.
He's my Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. So the 2 times he's been in the audience that I'm aware of, I have bombed.
Nice one. Should we get into some sport?
Yes, let's do that.
Let's start here. Aussie Lachlan Olbrich makes his NBA debut for the Chicago Bulls with 3 rebounds, 2 points, which were assisted by Josh Giddey. That's not the Josh Giddey start of the week, but good to see another Aussie getting some court time. What's going on with the Bulls? They started off red hot, and now they're just...
Yeah, I think they're a team that needs everything to go well. They've brought back Kobe White's come back from injury, and so that's changed the dynamic a little bit. I think when our boy Josh was allowed to be the chef, he was cooking, and now there's a few extra cooks in the kitchen.
Yep, time to get rid of Kobe White. Is he a lock? Is he a starter or a lock reserve for the All-Star World team? Because you've got, who else is there? There's Shea, Luca. They'll be the starting backcourt, you'd imagine.
So then you'd say Giddey would be off the bench,
Off
surely.
the bench, yep.
Those two are sort of at the pointy end of MVP. Josh Giddey's probably in the top 10, maybe.
Yep. All right. Cool.
Better hair.
Way better hair. If it was the All-Star hair, we'd be fine.
Yeah. Speaking of hair,
yes.
Did you see the little snivelly weasel flog in the Charlotte Hornets audience who got thrown out because he was running his mouth at Josh Giddey? That guy had a face that just screamed, slap me. Not hit me, slap me.
I did see that. The sunglasses, everything
Sunglasses.
about him was just like, this guy is a knob.
That guy looked like everything wrong. Like that guy, if you said like, create a college douchebag from America, that would be the guy.
That would be
sunglasses inside, like his hair spiked up, trying to be like, yeah, bro. Like it's like that guy, just very slappable face.
Super slappable face. But we've talked about this before. We know what he was saying.
He was going a little bit harder.
He was going pretty hard in the paint. So we haven't seen Josh Giddey flustered over that stuff yet, have we?
No.
So
interesting though, because I looked at a few sort of Instagram sort of rabbit holes in the comments, and a lot of people defending Josh Giddey.
Yep,
so
which is good. The tide is turning.
Speaking of tides and turning, oh man, this is all you. What the hell this is?
Mark Leishman and Min Woo Lee finished in the top 5 of the Australian PGA, which finished up over the weekend, which is great. But
that it's finished, it is great.
PGA Australian Championship, big Aussie tournament. No Aussies were in the top 3. What's going on?
Are there many Aussies on the golf circuit tour?
Yeah, we got heaps.
Oh.
We're just falling away like the days of Adam Scott and Jason Day dominating. Cameron Smith hasn't won a tournament.
And Rob Ogilvy.
Yep.
Brett Ogle.
And there's Robert Allenby.
Are they? Okay. Oof, okay. Am I creating people, merging other people, or are they all people? Okay. Baddeley.
Aaron Baddeley, yes, he won something. I mean, the ladies are doing great. We'll talk about Min Woo Lee's sister in a moment, but we've got killers everywhere. We've got our girl, Steph Kyriakou. We've got Min Woo Lee, and a bunch of others. So, yeah, the men need to lift their game. Is what I've noticed.
Well, and we also see that in the AFLW where North Melbourne just cantered to a premiership.
Yeah. But, did they lose a game? They didn't lose a bloody thing, did they?
Nope. They did not. They did not. And I heard because Darren Crocker is their coach, I believe.
Yes, former AFL coach as well.
I did hear a story about him dropping some people off at the pub and some players from another club, from a men's club, got into Croc's car and because they thought he was an Uber. Hello, Cooper Sharman, if you are watching, knowing that you were one of those players, and Crocker dropped them all off. So your boys, St Kilda.
Oh, was it the Sainers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Is that not pretty funny?
It is pretty funny. And Croc drove 45 minutes dropping them all off home, making sure they got home safe. And that's why his team won the AFLW Premiership.
What a legend. What an absolute legend. And, of course, Alice Sheeran.
Ed's sister,
or the great-great-granddaughter of the guy who invented the Sharon, won the... what's the Norm Smith equivalent? Do you know the name of it, Dools?
Is it the Erin Phillips medal?
It should be.
It should be.
Someone drop us a comment. What should they call the... Apparently, it's just called the Best on Ground medal, which is not enough. Who are the contenders? You got Erin Phillips...
But okay,
Daisy?
So did Norm Smith play well in grand finals? Like, why is it named after him?
I think he was an administrator.
So maybe they should do the same. Name it after like a secretary or like someone from finance or
maybe
after admin.
I have no idea. I would like to know why it's named the Norm Smith Medal. I'm going to quickly look that up while you talk about that.
Yep. So, coming up next, the FIFA World Cup is 2026. I can't wait.
Do you know what? I want to tee you up for this one.
Okay.
All right. So, yes, that's right. It's upcoming. I have no idea what this means, but everyone's excited about it, Dools. Tell me why. The Socceroos are in pot 2.
Means that being in that pot means that we'll avoid other teams, which is good.
So it seems like we'll be not facing two-time champions Uruguay, 2018 finalist Croatia, along with Colombia, Switzerland, or Austria. Is that good news? Is there someone that you were hoping we'd avoid? Give me the lowdown on, is this good? Is this mid? What's going on?
I mean, it's good for Australia, especially in light of their recent results under Popper. The Colombian team just sliced through, so that's a good thing. Avoiding some of the big dogs means that, potentially the same group as the last World Cup. There's potential for it to be, England, New Zealand, and I think Scotland or something like that. Like there's a lot of variability. So once they finalize each group, that's when we'll know more and if that has worked. I don't even know if I've explained that, but
I don't know what's going on.
No,
but I'm just excited that the World Cup's next year.
It's great, yeah.
Where is it?
It's like in Canada, America, and Mexico, I think.
Okay, North America.
3 countries.
Yes, that's good. How are we looking? Surely they'll put us on late night games so that we can watch at a reasonable hour.
I mean,
once every 4 years, I find myself very tired around World Cup time because it's the only time I watch the World game.
Yeah, wow. I think about the NBA and their time zones. So I would imagine the games would be on during the day, which is perfect because I'm a comedian and I don't have a day job.
I know, exactly. Of course, Norm Smith, a legendary Melbourne Football Club coach and player who coached the teams to 6 premierships and revolutionised modern coaching methods. So apparently he's a coaching legend.
Okay.
You know who the administrator was? Chaz Brownlow. I got them confused.
Yeah. So the best player
is named after a coach.
Yeah, okay.
He was a successful player. No, he won 4 premierships and led the club in goal kicking multiple times.
Okay. So, So who then should the women's best on ground for the grand final be named after?
I think you nailed it, because didn't Aaron Phillips win the first? Whoever won the first one.
Okay, yeah. But what if that was the only grand final they played in, and then that was it?
It's fine.
Like they won one.
But you're right. Like, in terms of coaching success, I mean, when was the last time North lost a game? It's been a couple of years.
Maybe they should call it the Crocker.
Yeah,
Award.
the Crocker medal.
The Croc medal.
The AFLW would love that, naming it after a man.
The headline will be, "What a crock."
Yeah, there you go. I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Australian strongwoman Allira-Joy Cowley has been dramatically dropped to second.
Promoted to second
at the World Championships after the winning athlete was stripped of the title because of claims she was biologically male. You have a lot of thoughts on this. Let us hear them.
I think that whatever happened, and my thoughts cannot be expressed at a studio in Brunswick at this time. No, I think, I don't know this is crazy, right? I mean, this is happening all over, but particularly in the strong, I think if there's any sort of event or sporting type, obviously we've got the tennis coming up with what's his name, and Kyrgios and Sabalenka, battle of the sexes, but I feel like a strength contest, there would be no sort of bigger disparity in male and female abilities than in a strong woman competition. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what sort of testing they do. Because it just says claims.
Yeah, claims. It'd be interesting. We'll see how this story develops. I think that'd be a bit brutal if the claims were unfounded.
That would be...
Those are rough.
I mean, that's what happened in the Olympics. That boxer that they were all like, no, she's woman.
No, just
100% woman.
Yep.
Just has a look.
Has a look about her. Yeah, that's as far as I'm willing to go on that subject. Anything to add, Dools?
I will add that the Greg Norman medal, of course, famous Australian male golfer, has been won by Min Lee.
Yes, Min Lee, Min Woo's brother, sister. Sorry, the last conversation was really thrown me. Min Woo's way better at golf, sister. It's a record fourth time. There's only a couple. I think it was Adam Scott and Jason Day, the only other multiple Greg Norman medals, which is given to, of course, who, Jules?
A golfer.
Yes, which is given to a golfer each and every year for the most success. Min finished in the top 10 of the LPGA Tour standing. She won another major this year. Very, very well-deserving winner of the Greg Norman medal. Dools, very happy for him.
Well, should they? Because, of what we were just talking about, should that be renamed like the Kari Webb medal?
Maybe. Maybe it should be the Greg Norman / Kari Webb. Yeah. I mean, Kari Webb was a lot more successful than Greg Norman. What did Greg Norman do?
Greg Norman had a better nickname, though.
The Shark.
Yeah, the Great White Shark.
Better than Kari Spider Webb.
Yeah. Yeah, Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, could be. I like that.
All right, this is your world. F1, what's happening? What's the update? Is Piastri there still, or is he done? I thought something happened.
McLaren fucked over Oscar Giddey. They stuffed themselves over McLaren, making one of the biggest clangers in F1 history when you consider there is one race left. And due to McLaren's poor management of this entire year, screwing over Oscar multiple times, not giving Lando the advantage. We spoke about it last week. They've given a giant opening for Max Verstappen to come in and steal the title from both of them. What happened overnight, Jules, is the race in Qatar. There was an early safety car out for a crash, 7 laps in, and every other car stopped for a cheap pit stop to swap their tyres, except for the two McLarens and Esteban Ocon as well, which left them at a huge disadvantage. So instead of finishing first and second or first and third, due to that poor strategy decision. Piastri ended up finishing second. Lando ended up finishing fourth. If Oscar had won, who finished pole for the sprint, he won the sprint race. He finished pole for the qualifying and would have won this one, dominated the whole weekend. No one was better than Oscar this whole weekend, but due to a poor strategy decision, they've given Max the advantage, which means he's only 12 points behind Lando. That should have been Oscar's spot. He could have been 12 points behind, which means if he wins next week or in the next race and Lando finishes fourth, Oscar could win the title, but now he's 22 points behind. He's basically out of it. So McLaren have opened the door to lose both of their drivers, either one of them that could have won. Now Max is right in this to steal it away from them. All due to McLaren being a pack of idiots.
Are they just dumb, the McLaren people? Because I saw something where like Piastri got pole and they couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, that happened. No, they love their little lame boy Lando, that's for sure. I think they've we've spoken about it how many times on this podcast. It was pretty much after every race. Piastri should have been given certain things throughout the year. Instead, he's been left frustrated and floundering. He's still mathematically a chance to win, but I think due to McLaren not having a preferred driver, they've kind of cancelled each other out, and they might not even have the Drivers' Championship, even though just 8 races ago, Max Verstappen was completely out of it, 108 points behind out of the race. So McLaren's really couldn't have done worse here.
Sounds like...
And our boy Piastri is worse off for it. He could finish as low as third when he was not too long ago winning the race in quite comfortably for the championship. So, big fallout. But Oscar was pissed. He said crap on the TV, and Oscar, if you know Oscar, he doesn't swear, not even on the radio, but visibly upset in interviews and very frustrated at his team, as he should be. Maybe he leaves and goes and joins Max at Red Bull next year, who knows, or maybe goes to Mercedes. We don't know what's going to happen here, but McLaren have dropped the ball, and Piastri is the one suffering, as well as Lando. We said it last week, anyone but Lando. So now we're backing in Max Verstappen for some reason, because all we want is for Lando not to win.
Fair.
That's my rant.
Yep. I like that. Yep. That's what he said.
I'm going to let you this next one. Huge announcement this week, Dools.
Massive.
A massive announcement coming on, I believe, February 1st next year. Our man, the only MMA champion we have at the moment in the UFC, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, will be fighting in a rematch for some unknown reason against Diego Lopes. So it's Volk versus Lopes 2 in Sydney, 1st of February, Australia time. What are your thoughts on A, the announcement, and B, will this fight go any different to the last one where Volk just tore him to shreds?
The fight, I don't like it. I think it's been set up for Volk to win and to possibly end his career on a high in his hometown.
Oh,
that's what I think. He might fight one more time after that, but it won't be for his belt. There's rumors that they might go and do one more fight with Holloway.
Oh, yep.
For the BMF. But yeah, I think this is like Lopes doesn't deserve a rematch so quickly. Like there's so many other fighters ahead of him who are doing well, are in great form, undefeated, etc. Lopes, he had a good knockout win, I think, but it doesn't mean he goes straight back up to the top there. He's got a shit haircut, and that also, it's kind of like an emo mullet situation. Like, what's going on there? Like, I don't know if that is deserving of being on a pay-per-view again. Once was enough. I'm still trying to forget it. So I think Volk's at this interesting point now age-wise where things will start to slow down a little bit. So it's still a very risky fight because basically Lopes has nothing to lose. He's not going to be expected to win. All the pressure is on Volk here. Hometown, he's fighting against someone who wasn't the ranked #1 contender. It's a dangerous fight. Volk should win, but it is a dangerous fight.
It is a dangerous fight. Which is why I don't know why it's going ahead, because Volk, probably 9 times out of 10, is going to just grind him out, win in a pretty convincing fashion, but with Lopes and his striking, he could end it at any stage in a 25-minute fight. So there is that intrigue. But I like your theory that this is Volk's final fight as champion, go out on top in his hometown. Volk's been a great representative. I think the UFC love him and the way he goes about it. The fact that he didn't put up a fuss about this Lopes fight when he really didn't want to fight him because there's not much in it for him or his legacy. I guess UFC might be trying to look after him. But I don't know if a BMF type with Holloway.
Well, I mean, because that doesn't, and Volk's
not a BMF style fight.
But I think it'd be something that I could see Volk being like, yeah, I've got that belt, you know.
Yeah. I like it.
Watch me cook a steak.
Are you ready for your favorite time of the week, Dools?
I am always ready for this time of the week. It is the random Josh Giddey stat of the week.
And this one is one of the most random ever. I absolutely love it. If you don't know, this whole segment started up because every week or every day it seemed that Josh Giddey would be given some stat or broken some record that no one has ever cared about in the history of basketball. This one I absolutely love. Josh Giddey is now second in 20-point triple-doubles in Bulls history, passing Scottie Pippen. He's better than Scottie now.
There you go.
It's official. He's better.
It's true. It's true. You can't argue with stats. You can't argue with evidence. You cannot argue with the slob lord who's doing things.
The slob wizard. He's getting into fights with audience members. He's setting up Lachlan Olbrich for his only points in the game. And now he's bypassing Scottie Pippen. What do you think? What the qualifier of it being a 20-point triple-double.
That's okay.
Do you think that next time he gets like a 25 one, he moves into the top? What are your thoughts?
I'm looking forward to when it's like the most 21 point, 11 rebound, 13 assist triple doubles
in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
History. Yeah.
just play with the numbers a little bit, you know, just a little dip, and we like that.
Very, very good. Jules, have you got a top five?
I do. Because I constantly get accused of hating on the AFL, and I do. I like the game, don't like the AFL. I'm doing my top 5 favourite Guernseys in the AFL.
Oh, are you going? I'll let you go.
Current Guernseys?
Yes, current Guernseys.
Like the home Guernsey, like your classic home Guernsey, and we'll go from 5 down to number 1.
Okay, so we're not doing Sir Douglas Nichols.
No.
None of those ones. There's a cool one. I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent here, but St Kilda used to play in New Zealand.
Oh.
And like the Sir Doug, they had some Maori-inspired artwork on it. I've got one at home. My favourite jersey ever. But anyway, we're just doing home because I like that. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. The Doug Nichols round ones, they always look very, very, most of the time they look very, very good.
Yeah.
The Eagles, they had a really good one. Richmond has had a few good ones. Melbourne also had a really good one. So this is my coming in at number 5.
Lovely.
The Fremantle Dockers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
current, simple, purple, couple of stripes.
I'm a big fan of the Freo ones. Yeah. In my mind, I'll listen to the rest of the list, but I might have them just off the top of my head number 1. That's how much I love that simple purple and white, classic, but different to anything else anyone else has. So I'm very intrigued what you've got in the top 4.
Yep.
And if you say Richmond.
Coming in at number 4. The Sydney Swans.
Okay. I do love the little swan coming out at the Harbour Bridge. What is it? The Harbour Bridge or something?
Opera House.
Opera House, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great choice.
It's classic. You know, they've had it for a while. They haven't had to tinker around with it too much. Coming in at number 3. Now we start to get to the dicey end here.
Okay.
The Port Power jumper.
Love which. So is that
the black one with the white and the teal V?
Yep. Okay.
Strong look, you know, a little bit of color there. It's like, hey, but it's strong. We like that. Coming in at number 2, the Carlton Blues jumper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's just, It's classic.
Yeah, okay.
They're not. They don't. They did that baby blue M&M.
The M&M's one, I like that.
It was sky blue. No, we don't like that. That's right. But it's just simple. It's classic. You can draw it when you're a child, and that's important.
Yep.
I think. It's easy to do the CFCs.
Yep.
Coming in at number 1, it's a classic jumper. It did get remodeled earlier this century. It did get slightly tweaked, and that is, of course, the Richmond.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yeah, because the yellow sash, it used to just be at the front, and then they put the sash on the back the whole way around, and therefore it's number 1.
Oh, that's
Do you know what would like? And
this isn't a joke. You don't have another one?
That is my number 1.
Oh my god!
Here are my top 3 shittest ones.
Okay, yeah, go.
Here are top 3 shittest, most overrated ones. Coming in at number 3. Greater Western Sydney Giants.
Okay.
It's grey and orange. Like they're a shit colour combination.
I don't hate it.
Like you can't get around that. Coming in at number 2, the Gold Coast Suns, because it's just red. Like
That's
it looks
true.
like a training jumper.
I would put the sort of pink one they have at the top. Though. I know we're not rating the alternative strips or anything, but that one works.
Yep. Maybe next week I'll do the alternative ones.
Yeah,
yep.
I like that.
And coming in at number 1, the Hawthorn Hawks.
Yeah,
because it's Wheeze and Poos.
Yeah, Wheeze and Poos. It doesn't look nice. It's not very. Yeah, no, great. Well, no, great bottom 3. The fact that you had Carlton and Richmond number 1 and 2 is insane.
I mean, look, if they were still around, Carlton would have been swiped and Fitzroy would have been number 2.
Yeah, Fitzroy's a great one. Even the Brisbane one's great.
Yeah, look, it's not too. I like what the paddle. It looks a little bit too paddle pop liony now.
Yeah, no, it's all right. What do you think of the Tasmanian Devils
I
one
haven't
coming
seen
in?
that one.
It's just the map of Tassie.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah. Hey,
hello.
Hey. All right, are you ready for this week's Aussie Athlete Power Rankings, Dools?
Boom, let's do it.
All right, at number 10, staying where he's at, Jordan Mailata, just plodding along. Philly's looking good. Looks like they'll make a run in the playoffs. He's playing well. It's very, very good. Coming in at number 9 for our highest placing Aussie in the Australian PGA Championships, I have Mark Leishman. Very, very good. I have at number 8. We got some strong feedbacks on this on the comment section. Actually, we forgot to mention that at the start. After scoring the fastest ton in Test cricket history and basically winning the game off his own bat, it's our guy Travis Head. Gets the job. He was great. He's moved up even though he's done nothing this week. Just there you go, everyone. I'm sorry that he was 9th last week, but it's cricket and it was the Poms.
He's moved up.
Yeah, he's moved up. At number 7, slowly making her way out of the top 10 as it's the off-season, is our girl Guacamole Picklum. At number 6, had a huge match opening up at Survivor Series, winning in War Games. The captain, it's Mummy, it's Rhea Ripley. At number 5, winning the whatever they call the AFLW Norm Smith medal, best on ground, goes to Alish Sheeran for winning that one. Probably could have gone higher in hindsight. Definitely higher than our next one. Coming in second in some weird strongwoman competition, it is Allira-Joy Cowley. Just because we love default wins here at the Budgie Smugglers, a little bit of a Stephen Bradbury type silver medal for Allira-Joy Cowley. At number 3, after a very sad morning, he's not going to win the championship unless something extraordinary happens. It's our guy. Thought he was going to be man of the year, sports person of the year. It's number 3. It's Oscar Piastri. In second place, our only world champion, moving up because a fight got announced. It is Alexander the Great Volkanovski. He's going to be holding up towards the top of this leaderboard for the rest of the year. And at number 1, he's not going anywhere. We've talked about him 3 times on this podcast already for 3 different reasons. Still in first place. It is the slob wizard himself, the slob lord, Josh Giddey. So well done to everyone there. Probably the highlights of their week being named in the Budgie Smugglers top 10
Absolutely.
power rankings. All right, we've done pretty good.
Yep. What do you got on this week? Do you have gigs?
I do. This Tuesday, I'll be MC, I believe, for the Mount Eliza Comedy Club, which is in Mount Eliza. On Thursday, I will be doing, I believe, the third last ever Footsloose comedy at Footsloose. So I've booked myself in for 2. I think we're both on the last one.
I'm on the last one.
Yeah. So which will be a fun night, sad night. You know. But it'll be good to be a part of that last one. And then on Friday night, I'll be back in Mount Eliza for some reason. I'll be emceeing a show with Chris Wainhouse as support for Heath Franklin, Chopper.
Yep.
So
good stuff.
Excited for that one. Dools, what do you got on this week?
I am on tomorrow night with Heath Franklin and the Nelson brothers at the Notting Hill Hotel on Wednesday. If I improve my health, I'll be doing a daytime show in Gowan Bray for parents. Bring your baby. You don't have to be a parent, but there will be a lot of babies in the room, so a lot of noise. Friday, I am at Top Floor Comedy hosting their Friday night show.
Bloody hell, you're off to Darwin on Friday.
I leave Wednesday night, Thursday just a day to hang out and chill, and then I got 2 shows Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday night show, Sunday Arvo show. The Sunday show is selling really, really well. Saturday could do with a bit of love. So if you're in Darwin, come check it out. Last time I was up there, my shows sold out. And I remember the week of this time, I had sold 2 tickets and then it sold out. But then on the night, a group of a dozen went to the wrong venue and held up the show because of it. So it'll be good, but make sure you get there. Top Floor Comedy on Kavanagh Street.
Exciting. One of the funnest places to do comedy in all of Australia.
100%. We love it. It's loose. Going to get a Luxor. It's going to be great.
Oh, Mary's Alaska. Amazing.
All right.
It.
We'll see you next week.
Lots going on. See you next week. Thanks, smugglers. Bye.
Bye.